Shalom, all praises to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect, Ba'ashamar Chakwadash. My name is Jacobo from Plaintables Camp. It's the apostles video. I have two videos. We're going to go through this one and the other one. It's let this play.
Can y'all type it up for me? It said Nigeria.
Did you know that Nigeria is basically cashless now?
Wait a minute.
And that they have a
I'm going to read this. Previously on GMS, CBDC, Motb, Central Bank of Nigeria says, our goal is to achieve 100% cashless economy. What do you think they got that from, their whole idea? Did they make it up on themselves, by themselves? No. It was the elite that did it. And they're going to do it country by country, class by class. So let me bring this back.
I found this video. It's a sodomite talking. I apologize. I shouldn't say that. I don't know if he's a sodomite, but he's effeminate. Can y'all type it up for me? It said Nigeria.
Did you know that Nigeria is basically cashless now and that they have a central bank digital currency?
After a 3-week delay, Nigeria's digital currency.
So it said 2021. So this is in 2021. So we're talking what? 4 years later? And this is fair use, fair use, fair use.
Only 0.5% of Nigerians signed up. Yes,
only 0.5% of Nigerians signed up because they're not with it. You know, government leaders always say, I'm here to do the bidding of the people. And that's a goddamn lie. That's a lie straight out of hell. It says here, digital currency plan. What is it? Fellows as Nigerians defiant on crypto.
People don't want a central bank digital currency. They limited the amount of cash that people could withdraw from the banks and ATMs to $44 per week. The average Nigerian needs $40 per day.
Did you just hear that? Did you just hear that? They limited. Let me bring that back.
0.5% of Nigerians signed up. Yes, big surprise. Most people don't want a central bank digital currency. They limited the amount of cash that people could withdraw from the banks and ATMs to $44
per week.
Nigerian needs $40 per day.
So you ass out. You know? That's called cornering somebody. Just like you have over here in the States. Tri-state area, New York, Jersey, Connecticut. You have the Easy Pass. Now you don't gotta get an Easy Pass, but go through this bridge or whatever. They'll have to sign up. If you got the Easy Pass, it's $3, $5, whatever it is. If you don't, we'll mail it to you, and it'll be $10. So you're going to get tired of it, and then you're going to say, you know what, let me go get the Easy Pass. So I don't got to pay this extra money. As of, a month, the congestion pricing, $9 a day every time you go into below 60th Street. And I guess if they take a license picture of your plate and send you by mail, I guess it'll be more than $9. I guess you can use the Easy Pass or whatever the case may be. But they are quickly going from cash to cashless society. And like I said, they'll do it in these places like Nigeria and other African nations. And the people in Nigeria don't understand. And see, you got this blockhead Nate go over there. He's teaching them the scriptures, but he's not telling them that's going to lead to the Motb. So if it actually come to pass and he says, you know what, GMS was right, you're going to have to fly, you're going to have to hop on planes, and you're going to have to go to all these different places you went to and tell them.
Destruction, not evidence of different facts.
Still a tug of war to get.
All right, so this is a while ago. It's not the same. I looked it up. It said the withdrawal limit in Nigerian NGN is 500,000 N per week, equivalent to $332.10. All right, so the rules fluctuate depending on the week or whoever was in office or who's controlling the central bank in Nigeria. But now you can fact check this one also because it could have changed. 500,000 per week of NGN. That's equivalent to approximately $332 per week. So they're trying to limit the cash, whatever the actual number is currently today, so you can rely more on your debit and credit card. All right, and that's that central bank digital currency is the center of their banking transactions. All right, Apostle says, breaking news. Vocab Malone now teaches that the Motb is, I don't know, let's see.
Vocab Malone now teaches that the mark of the beast is the RFID microchip. Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. Breaking news, breaking news. So I just did a video, which is about an hour long. So I came to this point in the video that I was making, and Vocab made a statement because this dude right here claiming to be a Christian was talking to some members of Issachar-He, and they were talking about sin and the law. And so he said, what do you mean by sin? You mean by missing the mark? And then this gentleman over here from Issachar-He said, oh no, the mark is the chip that they put in your hand. So he interjects on that one. And then God Logic said, after he says that the mark of the beast is the RFID chip, he says that that sounds silly to me because you're not one of the elect. You're just you're wise in your own conceit. This guy right here didn't know nothing about. He couldn't break down Revelation 13 if his life depended upon it. Okay. He couldn't begin to even speak on the lamb with the two horns coming up speaking as a dragon over his head. Don't know. Guaranteed he don't know. But anyway, Vocab says it with conviction, like he believed, like it's like you know what, man, GMS them guys make a lot of that. I do believe that the mark of the beast is a chip. I'm gonna stay away from it. So I said in the video that I did that I yet to put up, because this is breaking news. This is gonna go before the one that I just did. He says it with conviction, and then he mentions my name. He mentions GMS. He mentions how the head of Al-Azhar, priest Al-Azhar, whatever his title is, a part of Issachar-He. Issachar-He originally, the leadership of Issachar-He was originally part of GMS. GMS taught at that time the mark of the beast. When the breakup came, the leadership of the Issachar-He still teaches that the mark of the beast is the microchip, RFID. Also, they teach that the new moon is based upon, the Sabbath is based upon the new moon, among other things. All right? So now, I'm going to let y'all hear it, man. Remember, we're the newsmen of the Most High. So if there's breaking news 4 in the morning, and that news beeper goes off of the phone, you got to get in here. It's breaking news. You know, Russia attacked Israel. You know, all the news people, they're going to get up. If they get up at 4, they're going to get up at 3. And they might not even wash up. They might just put their suit and tie on and go right to the studio and just start getting down. So that's how firemen, look, we're spiritual firemen. We got to put out the fire, right? The fires of the devil.
Even an accurate definition or picture of sin, because that's a biblical picture. The idea comes from archery. The arrow falls short of the target.
Exactly, on point. So you learned something from the theological cemetery.
Very easy to understand. But while they're saying that, the Hebrew Israelite, the Issachar guy, I don't know if people caught this, he says, well, the mark's the actual mark in your hand. About the RFID chip.
Yes.
Sakari is real big because they came out of a group called GMS, right? And GMS comes out of the original school at One West Harlem. Their leader, Tahar, was back at the old school in Harlem, 125th Street, back in the 80s. And then Tahar started GMS after the school fell apart. And then Al-Azhar was once essentially a student of Tahar's via long distance because he was a member of GMS. It was GMS San Diego. Well, you had disagreements, whatever. But Al-Azhar and Sakari has kept real strong the claim that the mark of the beast is the RFID chip. And so the guy, once he heard mark, he's like, the mark is an actual mark in your hand. You know, they're not talking about that, obviously. I just want to let everyone know the strange elements of Hebrew Israelism that sneak in. He's talking about missing the marks, and he brings up the mark of the beast, basically, there. Because he said, the mark in your hand. That's what it's talking about. And he was ready to defend that RFID chip. Anyways, I just want people to know that, because that's a big deal for GMS and Sakari, is the mark of the beast is the RFID chip. No ifs, ands, or buts.
That is so silly to me. Now, we got KP Serves in the house.
Now, you heard everything that he said. He spoke righteously, man. Vocab was speaking with a righteous tongue. And to show this guy so silly to me. Everything that Vocab said, whether he believes it or not, everything that he said, GMS, Sakari, the head of Sakari, One West, and back in the 80s, everything he said was true, including the mark of the beast, whether he truly believes it or not. And I believe he does believe it. He will become a believer when they make it mandatory. And then his comment, which he should have just kept quiet, he said, that's so silly to me. Of course, that's so silly to you. The scriptures in...
Well, it tells he's full of shit is because, you know, if it was so silly, you know, he would just give the correct answer like immediately, like what it is, you know. Like a lot of these fake, these anti-Christians, they'll like not talk about a subject because, in fact, it's not like it's a minor subject. It is a major subject of what the MOTB is, the mark of the beast is. So you should be able. That's a top scripture, a major controversy. So you should have an answer for that. And he doesn't. He just is silly to me. You know, he's full of shit. All right. He likes to keep avoid hard questions. All right, that are pertinent. That's what pertinent information. You know, he's pertinent. Like I can see if it was something minor. You know, like what color was David's garment? Like it was a Israelite that had a stroke when he found out that David was nearby. I think Nabal, I believe his name was. You know, like details on that. Like that's not really pertinent information. All right, like reading in between the lines of what happened and what it looked like, the scene. You know, that's not really important. The RFID, what is it in relation to Revelation 13:15 on down? That's pertinent information, so you should have answers for that. All right, and you know, they just keep things in the air and keep you and just talk around it, talk about it, but don't like tell you exactly what it is. So you don't trust a guy that's not direct. All right. Especially over time, you can see, okay, he's just going around the question. He's kind of talking about it, bringing it up, but he's not actually telling you what it is. Because they don't know. Or they're lying because what they're hearing sounds like the truth, but who it's coming from, they can't admit that they're right. You know, that's a spirit I believe that Vocab Malone definitely has. And this guy, you know, I don't really know him. So he's just one of the regular Christian scoffers that has a YouTube channel, and it's probably popular.
The Apostle Paul should go to the scripture. It says it's foolishness to them. To the Greeks, matter of fact, I'll go to it and then I'm going to close. Let me see. 1 Corinthians 1. Give me a second. I want to go right to the point. Okay, but we preach the Messiah crucified unto the Jew a stumbling block, and unto the Greek foolishness. So this guy, God logic, would be considered like a Greek, a studied Israelite, right? As opposed to an Israelite that knows he's an Israelite, circumcised on the 8th day and the whole 9. And unto the Greek foolishness. So he said, it sounds so silly to me, and this is what I thought about. They didn't teach me that. Give me a second. They didn't teach me that in the theological seminary. He doesn't know how lost he is. He doesn't. Hey, Vocab Malone knows a lot more about the Israelite thing than this dude right here. And I guarantee you, Vocab believes a lot of stuff that we're saying in the back of his mind when he goes to sleep. He has dreams on it. I'm almost positive. I can't prove it. I don't know, man. What if them guys? And that's what them elites are doing. Well, elites know that they're going down, but the lesser luminaries, they're really not as deep as the super elite. They know that they're going into captivity. They know that we're the Israelites. They know that the Armageddon is going to come to pass.
So Vocab is stating that he understands what we believe, and he's not directly saying that he believes in the Motb is the RFID chip, but he's not twisting or perverting what we're saying with that prophecy anyway. He's accurate when he repeats it. All right, and this God logic guy, it's just nonsense to him. Doesn't mean anything, but not explaining it. No, he may have explained it farther down the line in the video. He's only on 6 minutes, but they tend to do this. They talk around the subject but never go into it and say, oh, it's possibly this, possibly that, which that's a very critical scripture. You have to know that. Else how are you going to prepare yourself for what's coming? So there's a few minutes left. Let's finish it off.
All of that. The super with the Israelites. They know that the Armageddon is going to come to pass. They know all of that. The super elite. But the lesser luminaries, they kind of know, but they don't know, and they're not sure. And what if their thing is, what if this all happens? What if it's true? Well, that's where this man is. He's a lesser illuminary. He's a low on the pecking order of the Illuminati. He's Illuminati, whether he's a card-carrying Illuminati member or not. No, I'm not Illuminati. You are Illuminati because you're doing the bidding of the Illuminati, whether you know it or not. But this guy, he's a tadpole. He ain't nothing but a little tadpole. He's a tadpole. Anyway, with that, I'm going to say shalom. I can't wait to put this up. Shalom. On to the next.
So Revelation 13 and 15. And he had power to give life into the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause as many as would not worship the image of the beast to be killed. And he have power to, one of the things he spoke was to get the Motb. All right. The dragon or the beast. It said he had power to give life. He had power to give life to the image of the beast, so that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So you have to receive his mark. To prove that you are a worshiper of the beast, you have to get that mark. All right. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. So that's what proves that you are a worshiper. Now today, they're not going to use the word worship. All right. They're going to use the word compliance. Proskunuo. Doing what's right for your country and the economy. All right. It's used to show homage shown to men of being superior rank, to kiss the hand fall upon the knees and touch the ground. All right, not necessarily going to do that, but you'll be in compliance. Your reverence, worship, adore, reverence, deep respect for someone or something. Adore, love, respect, worship, expression of reverence and adoration. All right, prostrate, so they're going to submit. Lying, stretching on the ground, the ones faced toward the ground. They're not going to do that literally, but figuratively, they're going to, if you take the implant, you'll be in compliance. All right, so you're showing homage, special honor or respect shown publicly. All right, so they're going to worship. So this is going to happen. This is going to come to pass. All right, and the mark, if you don't have the mark, if you don't pay homage to the state, your government, by taking their mark in your country, should be killed. All right, that's going to be the penalty if you don't take it. So it's going to be different ways to get there depending on where you are on Earth. But we got in America, we have in the States, we have concentration camps. They may have something different in Britain and France and in different countries, Africa and South America and Russia, but we have concentration camps in America. So you have to look up the different locations they're going to put you in your country, or what they're going to do, what's your current laws according to your country. All right, but in America we have the large warehouse and industrial spaces that are going to be emptied out, and people are going to be put there. They're going to have makeshift camps put up. They have those large black containers that can fit a couple of people in there. All right, the talk of the guillotines. This is all American stuff, American penalties. So you have to look up what's going on in your country to get accurate information. It could be similar to what's going to happen in the States. All right. So you're going to look up Charagma 5480G. All right. Charagma. It's 666 is high psi stigma. All right. That's his mark. His number that goes along with his that identifies that this is satanic. These are the elite working with this product or person. High psi stigma. All right. Best word would be a scratch, a etching. If you would sum it to one word, a badge of servitude, or short phrase, I should say, of a mark stamped on the foreheads or the right hand as the badge of the followers of the Antichrist. All right. Now, Antichrist that's incorrect, because that's implying to be singular, or it could be implying to be plural also, because we're talking about a group. But the group would be technically the so-called enlightened ones, the bearers of the light of this world. All right. That's on the left-hand side, but nonetheless, they have the power and the knowledge, and they use it for evil, for wickedness. All right, the things carved, sculpted, graven work, because it's gonna cut, and it's going to be a unique identifying mark that's going to go into your flesh, so you can make transactions. As simple as that. All right. And that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 600 So we do research on that. High psi stigma. That's the number they like using. I don't know what year they started using this number, but it's high psi stigma. He started using it. 666. And it's not vain speculation. The speculation is necessary. All right. And we see it pop up in their products. And world leaders tend to use these marks. Use the mark. Use the it's not talking about Nero. It didn't exist back then. And world leaders, they throw the mano cornuto up. These are different 3 fingers on the end. And then they touch the pointer finger and the thumb together. 666. Look at a book called Codex Magica. It's one of the first books I brought upon the elders, apostles, or the elders back then, recommendations. And he was going through it and showing the different hand signs. All right. So it either means 666 or the hand that hand sign I mentioned, or it means that they're working with the Satan, the satanic. They have hidden masters. All right, they worship Satan. All right, so it don't mean Kaiser Nero, because it's pronounced Kaiser, not Caesar. And Julius is pronounced Julius. All right. There's no J in the Latin, or there's a C word in the Latin. Or it's always pronounced Kaiser, where you see the C. All right. I'll leave it there. You see the Apostles video. Breaking news. It's pretty easy to find, so I'm not going to put it in the description box. It's easy to find. They just don't get it. All right. Which I played a pretty good deal of the video anyway, so I'll leave it there. Hope you edified. Shalom.